You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Did you hear? 2 big shots arrived. Wonder what they want.
That one struts about as if he were the king himself.
I'd put him in their place.
They
Should all
say
talk,
witches
prove
have
it.
no need
I
I doubt
plough.
anyone would stop you. We're too soft on them, that's the problem. Soldiers are bored. They say
witches have
no need.
Now you're talking.
Did you
You
know
don't
that?
need to look for the scoia'tail. Cut the rebel down one by one.
Did
and
you
we'll
hear?
finally
Like
have
2
dogs
big
in a
shots
rubbish
arrived.
dump.
You go after the
Wonder
women.
what they want.
Then relish killing the elven brats. So, the brats turn into squirrels. And once the women are gone,
you hear? There'll be no
2
more
big
brats.
shots arrived.
Stop talking bollocks or I'll go.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
Allowing squirrels. I'd put him in their place.
You're all talk. Prove it. I doubt anyone would stop you. We're too soft on them, that's the problem. Soldiers are bored. The garrison's thinning.
Now you're talking. We don't...
Yes?
Do we wait until the Honourable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
An offer. Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
You'd go after the women, then relish killing the elven brats. So, the brats turn into squirrels. And once the
Soldier,
women are gone,
report to me
there'll be
immediately.
No more brats.
Stop talking bollocks or I'll go.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier. Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the queue.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the scoia'tail had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo, then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got royal blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
The Kingslayer. That's who I want. Huge man, pretty hard to mistake.
Was it him?
Yeah, he killed Foltest. Now he's sneaking around these woods.
In that case, we'll get him too. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
There was a time those forests belonged to the elves. To them, humans are bandits.
Spare me your sympathy. The elder races, the elder language, plough it all! Today they torch human settlements, they poison our wells, and they murder us along the highways. You fail to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
Yorveth talks about driving off the Dwan. He calls the elder races superior. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the poorer non-humans secretly support him.
Right you are. As long as Yorveth remains weak, they're afraid to join him. But what happens if he gains strength? Woe to Flotsam, I say. You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
You detest non-humans.
I detest Yorveth, the coward who hunts the innocent instead of facing soldiers. I detest that whore son who murders women and children while claiming that he fights for freedom. He's a monster, Geralt. He's the evil I protect people from. And anyone who helps a monster becomes a similar monster to my mind.
Enough. I get it.
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What do you want me to do?
As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairan and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'm a Witcher. I don't work for free.
Course you don't. Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously, straight from the trading post's treasury.
I'll see what I can find out.
Now you stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
No passage!
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True.
So long as he
Sniffing
can
around
afford to
like
tell
dogs in a rubbish.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard! We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.